Giorgi Revishvili is a political analyst and a former senior advisor for Georgia's National Security Council. He kindly joins me on the line now, live from Washington, D.C. Giorgi, we see bigger and bigger claims coming from both sides in this conflict, Ukraine and Russia. It's often very hard to verify what the facts are. When we've just heard a correspondent in Kiev there saying that Ukraine's just dismissing the claims coming from the Russian side. Do you dismiss the claim of 250 killed Ukrainian soldiers? What do you make of it?
First of all, thank you for having me. I would take the numbers with a grain of salt, because Russia has been lying about the numbers itself for a long time. We've seen that they claim to destroy a HIMARS system over and over again for several times, which turned out not to be true. So I will assume that this is like high numbers, and I cannot speculate exactly, but it is highly likely that they are lying about the numbers.
And what about these claims coming from what are described as pro-Ukraine Russian fighters capturing Russian soldiers? I would imagine that that's quite a significant thing for Ukraine if they can, have this narrative that there are actual Russians fighting against Russians. Do you believe the story, though?
That's one thing, yes, because it's been verified that these are the Russian soldiers and the Russian nationals. These limited raids into Belgorod or other neighboring oblasts of Russia, which of course favors Ukraine, because it serves Ukraine as a distraction, because Russia has to take care of these limited incursions. That's one, and B, it's also ties up some of their forces in that regions.
Given that Russia clearly started this conflict, there is a kind of a temptation to dismiss everything that comes out of the Kremlin as being false. Is there a danger there that we dismiss everything as being false, whereas actually some of their information might be true?
We have to, it's hard, as you said, it's hard to verify things, especially when this happens like 2 days ago, right? So, and we certainly don't know about military plans of Ukraine, which is top secret and highly classified, right? But we have to be cautious about every information, and we have to closely follow as the situation unfolds. And we will see outcomes of these attacks in coming days or coming weeks. And as your correspondent also said, Ukraine declared a silence mode, right? So now we're going to observe less and less information until there's going to be some maybe major breakthrough or some major gain. But we have to be very cautious about the information that's coming from Russia, because Russia uses information warfare to undermine Ukrainian military's morale, or also the Western support to Ukraine. And Russia has been using information warfare for many years now.
I've got to put the question to you, though. Is Ukraine playing them at the same game, though? Are they just as involved in an information war? We've repeatedly heard Ukrainian officials kind of suggest that the counteroffensive will start now, and then it hasn't started yet. Why would they even? Who would ever announce that they were about to launch an offensive unless they were playing mind games?
Of course, there's a little bit of mind games there, but yeah, nobody will say when exactly and how exactly the counteroffensive will start. And it's not going to be the one day campaign, right? It's going to be, I assume it's going to start slowly, and it's going to Ukrainian military will try to find weak spots along the front line where they can gain major breakthrough or major gain.
Giorgi, many thanks for your time and your insights. My guest, Giorgi Revishvili, political analyst and former senior advisor for Georgia's National Security Council.
Thank you.